Um, Very good morning. So let's start with our demo session. Okay. Let me share the screen first. Okay, let me close down this unnecessary stuff. Just bear with me. Just a minute. I'm just closing down this. Okay. Now, let me share the screen first. Okay. Okay, guys. So, so this is about our corely with generative AI. Okay, first it is artificial intelligence with generative AI and agentic AI. Okay, the core concentration will be generative AI and agentic AI as a part of this course. I can make it this as in a short form, AI with generative AI and agentic AI. Now, first, before going any further, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Arjun Srikanth. I'm holding very close to like 16 plus years of experience. Now, this is very close to 17 years. In the next couple of months, it will be 17 years of experience. And in these 16 years, like I started my career in 2010, something like that, exactly 16 years back. So if you look at like initial phase, like 3 to 4 to 5 hours till 2015, I was working on Python. From 2014, to be very precise, 2014, I have transformed myself into the field of AI. Okay, now at that time, it was a very, very early stage of AI where machine learning was, deep learning was used very rarely. And we were implementing some projects with that. That was in 2014, 2015 time. Okay. So, that since then I've been exploring myself and I've been doing a lot of projects on this. And over the time, I had my startup, a small startup. I started with building up a product and then we delivered that one and everything was pretty good. And now I am passionate. Now, this is not like everyone will have a doubt that when you are a professional with like 16 years of IT experience, why you are training the people? See, everyone has some passion towards that. Some people, even though they are IT, they will go every day morning and they will start playing the cricket like a small kids. They enjoy their thing over there, right? The same way, I'm very much passionate towards the training. Right from my college days, I used to involve in the training in the different academics things, academic subjects, and since then. Now, in this, actually, it exploded when it was in 2016. 2016, 2017, that is a time when we got a project on AI related, and unfortunately, we were not getting any professionals in India. There was no professionals at the time in especially on the machine learning and all those things. So me along with my two more colleagues, we formed a team, and then we were we gave a presentation to the client, and client was pretty impressed. He gave the project. Now, to implement the project, we were not having the resources. There, I got the real pinch and taste of the training. I got some of the fresh graduates and I started training. And this went on very good, and we implemented the project very well. And then after that, I started my own startup, and then I trained the people over there. And after that, I have started taking my own projects. Still, this training is still there in my life. So morning or weekends or early morning or late night, I will be giving the training. And with this, what happens is it's a mutual. I'm training the people, young generation people, like to get into the IT field, they making them explore with how the real time things goes on. And at the same time, when I'm training, see, implementing the project is different. Implementing a project is different. Like you can go through your problem statement and you will try to get a solution. When it comes to the training, until unless I'm expert, I can't train the opposite people. So this is kind of getting an expertise level on the subject that helps me a lot. And also I can interact with like so many experienced people who are more than my experience. They will come up with their rich experience, and they will let me know their problem statements, which I will never get it in my professional life. No way. Hardly I may deal with the team members of mine. How much experience I will get it. Here I will try to speak to so many different people, try to understand their problems, and if possible, I will give the solution or I will explore it. So this what made me actually to involve in this training field. So usually the people will come down with saying that if he is a 16 years experience, he would have never done the training. Why he will be doing the training? So this is the reason I'm passionate towards the training. And of course, I will get an extra income. That's, by default, I will be getting some money over here. So I can use it. And so this is the reason why I'm involved with this. And I have my own projects going on. I'm supporting two companies as of now. One is Singapore-based company where we are implementing the generative AI project. And the other one is Brazilian-based company where that's a government project where we are dealing with the deep learning and generative AI. We are going to implement it over here. So I'm expertised with the generative AI and agentic AI with deep learning. Okay, so this is quickly about this, and I want to give the credit of the Brazilian-based project where I'm currently working with them. That is because of one of my student who was, I can't take the name. He was working with TCS. He went to an on-site opportunity over there to the Brazil, and there he felt that the professionals are lacking technical skills. There he introduced me to the government people and that the project in charge, and there I got that project. So I'm really thankful to my student who helped me with this. So this is how the things are going on in my life. Like a lot of things are going on in my life. So training and I'm doing for the maximum. I'm very much satisfied. Especially with the training program, I'm really satisfied. This helps me to frame up some people's career. So that will be a great satisfaction for me. Okay. And if like I know that you are all like most of you who are taking up this weekend batch will be having a very rich experience. Some may be like more than my experience, and you will be having a lot of queries which cannot be handled by your like the admin people, DurgaSoft admin people. So you are most welcome to pick up the your phone and you can dial me on this number directly. You can take it and you can call me. If you are calling from abroad, you can use it the 91 at the starting. So this is a country code and this is my number. You can directly call. See again, don't be angry on me. As I told you, I will be mostly involved with so many different things. So if an unknown number comes in the middle of my class, so I can't take the call, or suppose if I get a call over here, just now I got a call, I disconnected the call. I don't know who is that. I know that some of the person of my student must be calling, or some person may be calling for some query, but I'm in the middle of a session. So they should understand. So if you are in such situation, don't be angry on me. Please drop a message like who you are and what you wanted from me, then I can definitely call you back based on my availability. Okay, so I'm really sorry if I'm not able to take the call in advance. I'm giving it. Now, let's take it forward. First thing, guys, everyone will be like, we will have the queries at the last. Okay, let me explain you all the things, and then because during this explanation process, most of 50% of your queries are resolved. So again, before putting up the queries, I will address all the queries at the last half an hour or so. I will give it. That will go till 1 hour also. I know it. The queries will never end. So let me complete some stuff and then we will get into that. And let's go with it. First thing I want to let you know is that if you are coming from a non-programming background, okay, you are completely non-programming background, or you are coming from a different domain, like maybe banking domain or e-commerce domain or some other manufacture domain, you are most welcome into the world of AI. Why I'm saying it, I will give you the justification in a minute. Okay, so that's it. So I will take care of the things. All I wanted is dedicatedly, please give me this 15 weekends. I'm talking about 15 weekends. Now, I'm not talking about 15 weekend classes. I'm talking about 15 weekends. That is officially, but that may go up to like 3-4 extra weekends. That may be like 35, maybe 35 to 36 classes, and each class will be approximately 4 hours. Okay, each class will be 4 hours. So over the weekend, we will be covering we will be covering the 8-hour classes. So if you take it a regular class, okay, regular session, Monday to Friday, 1.5 hour, that will also come somewhere around like 7.5 hours. And we are covering here half an hour more, that is 8 hours. But you should be bearing with the long lengthy sessions. Of course, there will be a break will be there, that will be given to you first thing. Okay, and if you are coming from a non-programming background, nothing, just leave it. Start believing that you can do it and leave it to me, I will give it. And if at the end of this program, you will be able to write the code, you will be able to handle the project. That I can give you the guarantee. This is not a rocket science, or it is not a altogether new thing you are doing. It's all the material is available, everything is there. All the things what has been already provided, we have to learn and we have to start implementing the things. That's it. Okay, so that's now, second is like a lot of people will have the doubt like what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what is generative AI, what is this artificial? I will give you a basic overview. Like, let's take it. See, artificial intelligence. See, artificial intelligence is a simple terminology I'm giving. You are going to make machines intelligent. Okay, you are going to make the machines intelligent in such a way that they can do the things on their own, just like humans. Okay, now we are humans. Now, based on our intelligence, we are born intelligence. Okay, we are born intelligent. What we will do it is we will use our intelligence and we will take the decision based on the situation. Okay, based on the situation, we will take the decision. The same thing will be happening with your artificial. You are going to make the machines intelligent. Okay, now this process of making the machine intelligence is done in like 4 different ways. That is using the machine learning, using the deep learning, and generative AI, and agentic AI. Now, this is like advancement, guys. This is for the basic task. This is for a bit complicated task. And this is like, it is like generating the new content, not like existing task. It is generating the new content. This is an autonomous AI. It will think and it will take the decision and it will do the task. Okay, these are the 4 things will be coming under the umbrella of your AI. Now, again, I will explain you in detail each and every concept. Okay, what is ML, what is DL, what is generative AI, what is agentic AI. By the end of this demo session, you should be able to be perfect with the understanding of this. What is AI? Okay, and I will write the code and I will show you also. This is not a theory session. I will be showing the code and I will write the code right away in front of you and I will make the things work it out. Okay, now these are the things which are involved. Now, as a part of this course, guys, this is not there for us. Okay, this machine learning is not there. Okay, but what we can do it is, okay, I will, instead of removing it, I will just put a cross. This will not there. But I will show you how the code goes. Code implementation, I will do it. That means coding wise, how you are to write the code, I will tell you. Completely, I will not only tell you, I will make sure that you can understand and you can write the code on your. But what are the different algorithms and what are the use of those algorithms? Those things you have to learn it on your own. And most of the time, some of my earlier students were requesting that if you can take some classes on that. I'm planning it. If I get time of 10 days in the middle somewhere, I will take a 10 days session on the machine learning and I will invite all my students to come down and attend it free of cost. No money. I'm not going to take the external people because whatever I'm going to train it earlier, that will be based on that. I'm going to train you on the machine learning. This is again, we are planning. I'm going to do it for 10 days or so. I will do it. Now, one more important thing is this, artificial intelligence, okay, is data oriented. What do you mean by data oriented? Means these all are dependent on the data. This all is completely dependent on the data. Now, as of now, these are data oriented. That means they require data. Require data. Okay. Okay, without data, they are nothing. Okay, that is the reason why they are also called as data science. The data science also, this all topic comes, they will use it. Data science. It is completely data oriented. So now from who is going to get this data? We as a humans will gather the data and we are going to give it. So the humans are the ones we are going to get it data. So these all, as of now, again, highlight the term as of now. Okay, as of now, this all is human dependent. Okay, these all are human dependent. So without data, we can't do anything. So this all is human dependent. Try to understand this, very, very important. Okay, now in the future, there is a term called as reinforcement learning. Once that is completely, it will mature. That a lot of things are going on in that field. Reinforcement learning. Okay, I am writing it over here. Something called as reinforcement learning. I'm going to say you all these things. I'm going to explain you as a part of this reinforcement learning. There is still, they are in an initial phase of the reinforcement learning. Once this is matured completely, then no need of data. That means no dependency on the human. No human dependency. Okay. So so then they are completely on their own. We don't need, they don't need the humans anymore at that point of time. As of now, they require humans for certain things. Okay, so got it? What is AI? Artificial intelligence. You are going to make the machines intelligent. How you are going to do it? That is done in the 4 different ways: machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, agentic AI. And these all are data oriented, means they require data. Without data, as of now, they are nothing. Now, in the future, there may be, this may evolve. And once it is evolved, completely matured, then there is no requirement of the data. The machines will learn on its own. Okay. And there won't be any human dependency. Now, you may ask me a question over here. What is the prerequisites of data science, okay, or artificial intelligence? So, prerequisites for our course, okay, especially I'm talking about prerequisites from our prospects. What are the things are required to implement it? Now, here, prerequisites of course. First, I can say it as we require a programming language. Now, I'm not mentioning any particular programming language. I'm saying it just a programming language. I will tell you why I'm saying it. We require a domain knowledge. It will be a domain knowledge. Okay. And deep learning is very important for us. So I will take it this one and I will put it on over deep learning. And domain knowledge. And see, if you have it, a bit of statistics, that is enough for us. These are the prerequisites. Prerequisites means which are required to complete this particular course. Now, this is basic, not an advanced, basic. And domain knowledge, if you have it, that is an advantage. Okay, this is an advantage. It's not mandatory. This is the advantage. Now, why we are saying that a programming language means, see, AI can be implemented using a different programming languages. There is no restriction of any particular programming language. So here, AI, you can implement it with a different programming language. What are the different programming languages will be there? One is Python. Next one is very popularly known is R. Python is the best. Okay, it's not because I'm a Python guy, I'm just giving that credit to the Python that it is the best. No, it's not me. It's like worldwide, the people accept the Python, the power of Python and the simplicity of the Python and its flexibility of implementing the AI everything. You can go ahead and do it a search. You will understand the beauty of the Python. And Python, they say that like 70 to 80% of the AI projects which are running currently are on using the Python. Okay, and like no other language is next to Python, to be frankly. So no other language is near to Python as of now. Okay, and they say that it will be dominating the market at least for next 2 decades. Okay, at least for next 2 decades, it will be dominating. At least till 2020, 2050, it will be dominating the market. Okay. Okay. Now, the R. R is another language which is pretty much popular after the Python. There is something called as Julia. Julia is an emerging language which is based on the Python architecture once again. And there is a Lisp. This is an old language, but it is specially designed for AI purpose. And these are, and there is a Java is also there, but Java is not so mature from the AI prospects. There's a lot of things are going on with the Java as of now as well, but not as that of the Python. Okay, you can use any program. You can use a C#, you can use a C++, but the flexibility of the Python is nowhere next to that. Okay, now under the deep learning, the one which we require under the deep learning is NLP. Now, domain knowledge. Domain knowledge, the most of you must be knowing, this is nothing but the industry knowledge. It is nothing but the industry knowledge. Like that's the reason why I said it. The participants or the professionals who are coming from the different domains, who have worked in the banking domain, who have worked in the e-commerce domain, retail domain, or manufacturing domain, they are most welcome into the field of AI because their expertise and their knowledge into the data will be an added advantage over here. Okay, of course, you should require some technical skills that you can grab it very easily, but you are most welcome over here. Okay, if you are from BCom, BA, MBA, or MA who never touch the programming also, you are most welcome to this. Okay, next one is like, statistics. Statistics is basics we require. This I will cover as a part of the course. As we move forward, I will explain you the statistics and some formulas, how we are. But if the machine learning is there over here, machine learning is there, the statistics, you require in-depth statistics. But for us, we are directly going to go with deep learning and generative AI and agentic AI. So we don't require so much of statistics over here. Okay, whatever is required, I'm going to cover it during the training process. Okay, now let's see it. This is the one which will be, and here we are going to use the Python over here. Okay, now see why I am saying the data oriented. Okay, like why I'm saying is, see, the basic principle of AI is, see, you will have a machine. Okay, now let's take it a driverless car. Now, if you take a car, now car is specially designed so that it is driven by humans. That is the intelligent person, humans. How he will drive, he will based on the rules and regulations on the road and different signals, understanding the knowledge about the signals and everything. It is designed to driven by the humans. But this knowledge of the humans, how to drive a car, is being passed on to a machine. Now the machine will drive the car. That comes under the category of driverless cars. Okay, we call that as driverless cars. Okay, there where we are going to pass it on the intelligence of the human into this. Now, how you will pass it on? Theoretically, talking wise, it's okay. I'm saying that we are going to pass it on the intelligence. That's good. But how you will do that? In the realistic scenario, how we are going to do that? So here, what we are going to do it is, we are going to take a model or a machine. Okay. And to this, I'm going to give the data. Okay. And from this data, this model will acquire the knowledge. It will acquire the knowledge. So once it acquires the knowledge, it will become intelligent. This model or the machine, whatever it is, we call it as, this will become intelligent. So this is my data. I'll pass on the data to the model. Model, this is called as model. What is model? I'm going to tell you. Model, or we can call it as a machine as of now. Okay. Now this will acquire the knowledge, and on this data, it will get it. Now, what you do it is, you ask a question over here on this data, because it acquired the knowledge. This will give you the answer or based on this data. Whatever the knowledge it acquired from this, it is going to give it. This is the basic principle of your AI. This is the basic principle of, if you are talking about machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, agentic AI, everywhere, this is the principle. Basic principle. You will have a model, you will give the data to the model, model will acquire the knowledge from that data, and it will start giving you the answers. That's what it is going to do it. And suppose, okay, now let's take it over here. First, if you are going to give the data, now this is our model, right? I'm going to remove this part. This is, now your data is about your stock market. Let's say it. You are giving about the stock market. And this will become a stock expert, stock market expert. Act like. So based on this data, like 10 years or 20 years data you give it, it will extract the knowledge from that. It will become the expert in the stock market, and it will start predicting the things. Okay, like whatever the question you ask it then. Now, if you are going to take it, like for example, okay, they are taking the same, and here you are, instead of giving the stock market data, we are giving the a cancer patient data or diabetes data. So now what exactly happens is, the data is passed on. Now this model will learn from the different parameters of the data, what is being given over here about the cancer patients or the diabetes patients. And this will act like, this will give you the answer based on the question. Now, if you are asking a new patient details, and it will ask whether he is having a cancer or not, it will tell you. That is nothing but it is acting like a doctor over here. Okay, now based on the data, it will be working. Now you may get a doubt that what is this model then? The model is nothing but it is a program based on the algorithm. Okay, this is a program based on the algorithm. Now, program is normally a code. The based on the algorithm is nothing but it is a formula. Okay. Now, you may ask me a question. When it is a formula, why it is not called as a formula? When it is a program, why it is called as a model? See, what happens is, this is a normal program. This program is written based on this formula. Now, why it is called as an algorithm, I will tell you. See, so this is when you are doing such kind of coding, we call it as a model. Okay. Now, this model will work on not only a specific task. Based on the data, whatever you give it, it will work on that data. Okay, the model, if you give the stock market data, it will become a stock expert. If you are giving a cancer data, it will act like a doctor. Maybe if you are giving it like some prediction stuff, if you want to do it, it will work on the prediction. So it is like that it is going to do it. Now, and one more thing is, okay, now when you talk about this algorithm, so there is something called as maths. We know it. Okay, maths deals with the formula and based on the numbers. Okay, we deal with the formula and numbers. But maths is having a branch. Okay, now what this will do is like it deals with the data. This branch name is statistics. It's a branch of mathematics, is called as statistics. What this will deal with, it will deal with the data and it has its own formulas. Okay, now these formulas, if you want to implement, so there are some predefined steps we have to do it. So there will be a predefined steps. So that is the reason why this is called as an algorithm. Now, if you talk about the algorithm is nothing but, we can say it as it is a step-by-step process to implement a statistical. It's a step-by-step instructions designed to solve a specific process, a specific problem based on the statistical formula. That is called as an algorithm. Okay, now I'm giving it from the statistical prospects. Okay, there will be a step-by-step process. What is this step-by-step process? There is some predefined steps we have to do it. And then we will step-by-step process of instructions to implement a particular problem, implement a particular formula for a specific task. That is called as algorithm. So hope you got it now. We know first thing is, we got the clarity that what is artificial intelligence. You are going to pass the intelligence into the machine so that it can act intelligently like humans. How it is implemented? It is implemented in the 4 different ways. As of now, in the future, we may get different. Machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, agentic AI. These all are, as of now, they are data oriented. What do you mean by that? See, it is like completely dependent on the data. Okay, why I use the term, now you came to know about, because these are the prerequisites. We will give the data, and once we give out the data over here, and data, this model will acquire the knowledge from the data, okay, and it will become intelligence. Okay, now this, is it possible? Means it is possible. It is based on the human mechanism. Okay, now if you take it a simple example over here, if you get a doubt, so if you take it as student, let's take it this as student. Now this gentleman is about to appear an exam in the month of April, and today it is December. Okay, now you go to this guy and you ask maybe about 100 questions today. Today means in the month of December. When you go to this gentleman and you ask 100 questions about this April, the exam he is going to appear in the month of April, academic exam. Now I can say confidently that he will 70 to 80% of the answers he will not answer, because he is not prepared. He is not prepared. Okay, he is not prepared at all. So now the same person, you go now, not in the month of December, you go in the month of April, right away a week before his appearance of the exam. You ask the same questions. Now this time he will answer like 80% of the questions. Maximum questions he will answer. Now what is the difference? He is the same person. 4 months back, he was not able to answer the question. 4 months after, he is able to answer. How? He acquired the knowledge. From where? From data. What is the form of data? Books, videos. Now, I'm talking about the videos, which is related to that of topics, not the movies. And like maybe about some websites, some documents. All these the source through which he acquired. The same way, this model, from this data, it will acquire the knowledge. It will acquire and it will start giving you the answer. Okay, the same model. Okay, that is what it will happen over here. Clear? Based on the knowledge, based on the data, it will acquire the knowledge and it will start giving you the answers. So now what it is going to work out. Now, coming down to our our course. See, first thing, guys, I want to let you know, because a lot of people must be waiting, what is a course curriculum? I'm going to explain you. Then we will go with detailedly when this mechanism, how the machine learning comes into picture, what is the deep learning, what is the generative AI, what is the agentic AI. All these things I'm going to explain you detailedly. And then we will go forward. Then by the end of this demo, like today and tomorrow, you will be completely having a complete idea about how the things will go on programmatically. Not only theory, even the coding also, I will do it over here. Okay. Generative AI coding, I will do it. Now, first thing I want to let you know is that this program, what we are dealing with, is a 15 days, 15 weekends. 15 weekends it is. This is specially designed for the working professionals who are like really hectic with their workload over the weekdays and they can't upgrade or upskill themselves. This is specially for them. Okay, now you can take it this one plus 3 weekends. Okay, 3 weekends, 2 to 3 weekends. Definitely it will be extra. Second thing is, so it will be more than that, but not less than that. Now, whatever I'm going to tell you as a course curriculum, like everything will be covered more than that, but nothing will be skipped off. So that's for sure. And this will be a coding oriented program. Means as the class goes, I will explain the theory and I will write the code. Now, when I say write, I will type the code right away in front of you so that you can do it simultaneously. Okay, if you can do it simultaneously or you can understand it, you can understand the step-by-step process. I'm not going to get a code and place it and I will not explain. That is a blunder. I may do it. Worst thing what I can do it, but I will never do that. I will type the code right away in front of you. Okay, how big may be the code? It may take, if I'm doing a project kind of, it may take 2 to 3 classes. I will do it. I will do it. No problem. Okay, but I will do it and you will do it simultaneously. This is the way it will go on. Okay, and this is a completely coding oriented training program. Where we are going to write it. So first we are going to start with the basics of Python. Okay, so how we will go on is we will divide the entire program into 4 modules. I will give it as module 1, first module. In the first module, I will give it as a Python fundamentals. This we will take it like 2 weekend classes. 2 weekend classes we are going to take it. Okay, 2 classes. Not 2 weekends, 2 classes. Now, if you are going to take it each class of 3 to 4 hours, so it will be like 6 to 8 hours. 8 hours will be here. Okay, now here Now, it is like within 8 hours, I can't complete the entire Python, but I can complete the Python, what is required from our AI prospects. Okay, whatever is required from the AI prospects, I'm going to complete it over here. Then there will be Python, videos will be provided to you, which will be a 170 videos will be there. And all these videos will be having a complete end-to-end Python. This is like a completely free of cost as a part of this course, which will be approximately, I can say it as 5,000 to 7,000 rupees course fees. You will be getting it free of cost. 5,000 to 7,000. I can give it as. Okay, then here, then after this whole program will be for 2 days. Now, 2 classes on the weekends. Now, apart from our demo, we will be taking. Now, then there will be a NumPy and pandas. These are the basics which are required. This you can take it as NumPy 4 hours and pandas 8 hours. Like we can take it as total 12 hours. We will take it for this 12 hours. Okay. So this will be again a 1.5 weekend, one complete weekend, and next again there will be a one more weekend we are going to take it. Then there will be a feature engineering. Feature engineering, we may take it like again a 1 weekend, complete weekend. This is like you can take it as 8 hours. We can take it 8 hours over here. Now in this, not only the feature engineering, we will also cover the complete ML coding implementation. That's what I was saying it over here. Even though we are not going to cover the machine learning, but machine learning code implementation, I'm going to do it. Here, I'm going to do it. Multiple implementations, I'm going to do it. So this you can consider as your first module, module 1. Okay. And this module, once we have done it, no, it will take it as approximately 3 to 4 weekends. We can finish it off entire stuff and plus or minus. Okay. Then in the module 2, now this you can consider it as at least 4 weekends. We are going to give it over here. 4 weekends. Plus 2, you can put it 6 weekends, 4 to 6 weekends. 6 weekends. And here we are going to start with, deep learning will be divided into 2 parts. First one is called as computer vision. Now, this is nothing but you are going to deal with the images. Okay. Now, here we are going to cover the ANN and we are going to cover the perceptron. Okay. We are going to cover the activation function. And these all are the very much core fundamentals, TensorFlow, Keras, functional model, and sequential model. Okay, etc. And then we will go with the forward propagation. This model and functional model, forward propagation, back propagation, and optimizers and loss function. Okay, these are the things we are going to learn about the ANN. Under the ANN, this is nothing but artificial neural network. Okay, under this complete ANN architecture. Like this, we are going to learn. Then after this, we are going to do it CNN. Okay, this is the actual computer vision. We are going to do it. Under this, again, we are going to deal with the images. And we are going to cover the computer vision. Okay, filters and Struts. We are going to cover the feature map. We are going to cover the pooling layer and dropout layer. Normalization, that is a batch normalization. All these things will be covered under this module 2. Okay. Now, okay. This entire like I can give it as, this is too much. I will give it as 4 weekends. 4 weekends also, it will be more. We can say it as 3 weekends over here. Because we are not including the NLP. Now, NLP, we can say it as, again, that will come under the module 3. And here, we are going to talk about the RNN. So, natural language processing. This is a part of your deep learning. Deep learning. Now, here, this, it will take it again 3 weekends. 3 weekends. So, you can take it module 2 plus module 3. We can say it as 6 weekends. Okay, 5 to 6 weekends. That's what I gave it earlier. 4 to 6, assuming that it's a complete deep learning. But we are making it into the 2 modules. So that's why I gave it. So natural language processing. So natural language processing, we are going to first learn with what is NLP. We are going to see the NLP pipeline. Guys, this is very, very important from the interview prospects, even though if you are going to the generative AI job role or agentic AI, because actual foundation starts over here in the NLP. Okay, we are going to do it with that in the text acquisition. Okay, and text pre-processing. Okay, text normalization. Okay, and there will be a feature engineering. Feature engineering, and there is like other stuff like stemming, stop words, and like tokenization, bag of words, and vectorization, and embedding. Okay, in this again, word to vec, and glove, fast text. All these things we are going to cover along with our RNN, recurring neural network, and LSTM. Along with the projects, we are going to do it, multiple projects. Here with the CNN, we are going to do the project. With ANN, we are going to do the projects. And with RNN also, we are going to do the projects. Okay. Okay. Now, this is our module 3. Okay. This will take approximately, as I told you, like 3 weeks, and this you will take it 3 weeks. Total, your deep learning will be 6 weeks. Now, there will be a generative AI. Now, this will take the complete, we can take it as 4 weekends. There is a complete 1 month. We will be dealing with it. Like total 24 hours. We are going to deal with this with the generative AI. And in the generative AI, we are going to first start with what is generative AI. Okay. AI. And then we are going to go with the sequential data, and we will see seek-to-seek models and encoder-decoder architecture. Attention mechanism and self-attention, and there is multi-head self-attention under this, and cross self-attention, and your masked multi-head self-attention. Okay, there will be again a transformer, and there is a language model. We will see the language model. And there we will see the small language model. And we are going to see the large language models. This is the actual important stuff. Large language models. Okay. And there is a types of LLMs we are going to see it. We are going to see the BERT and the GPT models. And from here, we are going to implement the BERT. Okay. And we are from GPT, we will go with the ChatGPT, Gemini, and then we will go with the prompt engineering. We will go with the LangChain, and the different different types of chains, models, agents, output parsers, prompt templates. We are going to look at the Olama over here, and we can look at the RAG application. Again, Olama is a formality what we are doing, because to get the model locally available, I'm going to explain you what is this happens. The RAG is the one which is very, very important. Splitters, okay, and document loaders and retrievers, augmentation. All these things you will be covering in your generative AI, guys. And yes, this all will be covered minimum 4 weeks. Minimum 4 weeks. And it may go up to 5 weeks also based on. Now here we are going to deal with the multiple agents, tools. I missed it out over here. I can put it on over here, agents, and here I can give it as tools. Okay, like this. This all. Now with this, you can easily, guys, you can handle a project. That's for sure. Okay, I will tell you how to frame up your career also. I'm going to say you over here. The next one is very important, is agentic AI. Now, again, in the agentic AI, the more like we are going to deal with the autonomous agents. The agents will be it will handle the task individually. Okay. So again, we are going to cover the MCP also over here. Now we will see it over there. They are called as autonomous agents. Okay. Like you can say it as agents. Okay, the agentic AI, because they can take the task, they will analyze and they can do it on their own. So what is just give me a minute, guys. I'm going to clarify all your doubts over here. Just give me a minute, please, because let me complete this one. Okay, agentic AI and AI agents versus generative AI agents and versus agentic AI agents. Okay, these are the things we will be covering it over here. And then you will understand the difference between them once we do it. And then we will see the agentic AI building blocks. There will be a building blocks will be there. We are going to cover the building blocks of agentic AI. Then agentic AI, again, MCP will be covered over here. Okay. Because some people must be having that doubt. Agentic AI architectures and different types of architectures. Types I'm going to give it. There's different approaches will be there that we will be doing it. And we are going to go with the perception model and action model. Okay. And collaborative model where the different agents will be collaborating with each other. Module, sorry. And there is now we are going to look at the land graph. Land graph and building the agents with the land graph. And you are going to give it agentic AI RAG applications where the agents will be able to do it autonomous. Agentic AI RAG architecture and multi-agents. And we are going to look at the Crew AI again here, AutoGen, Crew AI, the different tools also I will introduce you. This is about our entire program of this. And we are going to deal with the multiple projects over here. Don't be like any doubt that we will do the projects or not. Here we are going to do the complete projects, each and every project over here. We will be doing it detailedly. Okay. Now, this is about the complete course content, guys. Okay. Now, like what we are going to cover more, like, what is artificial intelligence? What is machine learning? What is deep learning? What is generative AI? And what is agentic AI? Now, apart from that, we are going to cover the core mechanism of artificial intelligence and their terminologies. Okay, now let's get into this one over here, one after the other. See, guys, let's explain you what is artificial intelligence. See, as I told you, This is a process of making your model intelligent. Okay, it's a process of making your model intelligence. Okay, so if you check it out, now let me explain you the basic stuff. If you take it, artificial intelligence. Now, if you observe it very carefully, it's a combination of two words. Intelligence. Now, intelligence means, like, in a simple terminology, we can say it as it is kind of expertise level into a particular sector. Okay, when you have an expertise level into a particular sector, we call it as intelligence. That is, you are becoming an expert into a particular, you are learning and you are understanding and you are applying the knowledge what you get in a particular sector. That comes under the category of intelligence. Just keep the intelligence aside. Now let's take it artificial. Now artificial, in a sense, usually what happens is, now artificial means like anything which is not natural. Which is not natural. Like, in other words, man-made or human-made. I use the word human-made. Okay. Now, again, try to understand this. Now, laptop, human-made. Mobile phones, human-made. Cars, human-made. They are not artificial. You will not call them as artificial. So there is a natural version, and based on the natural version, we humans make an artificial version. Okay, a duplicate of that. That is called as an artificial. Okay, now like, for example, artificial flowers. Okay, there are natural flowers are there, which beautiful fragrance and beautiful like colors and combination. Based on that, we make it an artificial version of the flowers. How you will make them? You will use them like papers, or we can say it as rubbers or plastic, anything you can take it. Now, there is something like artificial trees are also there. Now, these are natural trees are also there, which natural trees will generate the fragrance, like, or it says it will give us the oxygen, taking the carbon dioxide, and it will do the photosynthesis and all those things, greenery. And the artificial version is you will create a tree artificially with a plastic or rubber or even wood also we can use it. So we can create it with rubber, plastic, or even the wood. So this is what is meant by artificial. Now, in the same way, artificial intelligence means man-made intelligence. Now, this is not the definition, just for your information. Just I'm giving it over here, a quick note. That is man-made or human-made intelligence. Or we can say it as a human-made intelligence. Okay, human-made intelligence. This is called as this. Now, how the humans are creating this intelligence? That is this. This is a way. You are giving the data. Okay, you are giving the data over here. And you are giving the data to the model, and model will become intelligent. And it is going to give you the answer. This is the core mechanism behind your artificial intelligence. Okay. Now we know what is a model. Model is nothing but it is a program based on the algorithm. Okay. That is what it is. Now, when you are dealing with a small text data like, cancer and that, that comes under the basic AI model. Okay. Now, how to define this AI, artificial intelligence? Now, I can say it as artificial intelligence is, we can say it as it is a field of computer science. Now, what is the purpose of this artificial intelligence? To build the intelligent machines capable of performing the task, the specific task where human intelligence is required. Now, best example is driving a car. For driving a car, we require human intelligence. Now, what is the artificial intelligence doing? It is performing that task. Okay, so I can say it as artificial intelligence. Now, this I will share it with you all, is a field of computer science which is used to build intelligent machines are capable of performing tasks which require human intelligence. Requires human intelligence. Now, here you can see it. I'm saying it is human-made intelligence. That is artificial intelligence. Natural intelligence are we humans. We humans are natural intelligence. So artificial intelligence means it is always comparing with the humans. Try to understand that. Okay? It is comparing with the humans. So because humans are the naturally intelligence. The best example is just now I told you, like driverless cars. Robotic doctors. Okay, there are many are there. You can check it out, anything around you that is based on the artificial intelligence. Now, the very important point is artificial intelligence is dependent on data. That is, again, it's a human dependent. Is completely dependent on data. That is data oriented. Now, who is getting the data? We humans are getting the data. Okay. Data oriented. Now, there are some terminologies you have to understand over here. Now, this is the process, right? We are going to do it. Okay. Here, we are giving the data to the model, and model is learning from the data. This process, we call it as training. The process of giving the data to the model, we call it as training. Now, again, this training process is further divided into, the training process is further divided into basically 3 types. Okay. Now, I already explained you one of them. Like there are 3 types. Okay. Just what are those 3 types? First one, we will call it as supervised learning. Okay, this is the first one. We call it as, I'm putting down over here. Next one is unsupervised learning. And next one is now, I think that some of you must have done some research. They must have definitely heard about this term, supervised learning, unsupervised learning. And there is one more is called as reinforcement learning. Now, again, there is a semi-supervised. These all are, again, they sprang up. So usually we will have it. These three types. One is supervised learning. Second one is unsupervised learning. And then there is a reinforcement learning. These are the ones. There is a first one. There is a second one. And this is a third one. Okay. Now, supervised learning is under the guidance. Now, for example, if there is an aspirant is there, like a student is there, now he is preparing for the competitive exam. Two students are there. Okay, like this. These are the two students. Now, two friends. Now, this gentleman is a bit rich. Now, he is going to a coaching center. Okay, like let's take it as ABC Institute. He is going and he is getting trained over there. And he is having money and is doing under the guidance and supervision of the trainers, expert trainers, is getting trained. This type of training, whenever you are getting trained under the supervision, we call it as supervised learning. This is called as supervised learning. Now, next one is this gentleman. He is not having so much of money. He can't afford it because his financial situation is not so good. So he can't afford it to go through the institutions and all those things. So in this case, what will happen is this gentleman will start learning on its own preparation. On his own, he is doing it. Okay, not under the supervision. So this is kind of an own preparation, own learning. This is nothing but your unsupervised learning. Now, both the cases, we are using the data. Here, also, you are using the books or videos or some things. Here also, you are using books or videos or something. Here, you are learning them with the help of the data under the supervision, under the institute guidelines. Now, this gentleman is using the books and all the data under the without any supervision on its own. Okay, on its own, he is learning it. Okay, this is supervised, this is unsupervised. Hope you got the idea. So again, going back, the AI is nothing but passing the intelligence to the model. Okay, how you will pass this who will do this? Humans. How you will pass this intelligence? Through data. Okay, this data should be in the pure form. Okay, this should be in the pure form. Remember that. If it is having the error, then it is a problem. So it should be in the pure form. That this process of giving the data to the model and model getting trained, we call it as training process. This training or learning, anything you can use it. This training is divided into three types. One is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement. Okay. Now, supervised learning is where the model will learn under the supervision. A simple example I told you, like if an aspirant or a guy who is getting trained for a particular exam under the guidance of an institution, under the guidance of the experienced tutors or trainers over there, this comes under the supervised learning. Of course, he will use the books and all these things. Data is there. Now, in this case, there is another guy who can't afford it. He is doing on its own learning and he is preparing for the same on his own. Then that is called as unsupervised learning, where it will be doing on its own. okay, without any guidelines. This comes under the unsupervised learning. Now, when there is no data, the data is not there, you are learning on your own, that comes under the, reinforcement learning. This is the futuristic learning, I told you. In these two cases, your models are completely dependent on data. Who is going to get the data? Humans, so they are human dependent. Even now, whatever the models are available, they all are human dependent model, that is nothing but the data oriented models. And in the future, you will see this one. Once it is done, there is no human dependency for the data. Okay, this is kind of next generation AI models. We can say it as artificial general intelligence. Because I will tell you. Okay, so this is a way. Supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning, there's no data. This is you are learning, the model will learn on its own. This is under the supervision of the labeled data. We are going to do it. Here, there will be an unlabeled data will be there. Okay, basic understanding. Okay, this is, we will be having, I can give it as labeled data. Data will be used over here. Under the supervision, here there is a unlabeled data. I'll show you this one. This is, there is no data. No data means how it will learn means on its own experience. On your own experience, you will learn. You will do some mistakes. From the mistakes, you are going to start learning it. That comes under this. Supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement. Clear? Okay. Now, this is all about your AI. Now, here, let's see some more information. Now, if you want to define the artificial intelligence in a simple terminology, then I can say that artificial intelligence is a process of developing intelligent machines which behave like humans. Simple. Now, one more thing is what I want to say, which most of the people will not accept, is this is a concept. The artificial intelligence is a concept. Okay. And why I will tell you. Okay. This is an idea or a concept. Okay. Now, again, some things will be really surprising. So this artificial intelligence is coined. Coined means when we use any particular term for the first time, we call it as coined. We say it as coined. This artificial intelligence is coined, okay, in the year 1956. Yeah, it is 1956. That is 70 years back. An idea of making an intelligent machines was pranked up is 70 years back. And this was, the person who coined this term, or the person who spoke about this one, his name is John McCarthy. John McCarthy. And when he came up with this idea, he was in late 20s, 28 or 29 years at that time. And where he used it, in the year 1956, okay, a place called as a conference, Dartmouth Conference. There is something called as Dartmouth Conference, and this was under MIT. MIT is a very, very popular institution or an university in US. This is called as Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and this is in USA. And as this university has multiple colleges under this, one of the college is Dartmouth, is a college. It's still there, and MIT is also still there. And this Dartmouth college conducted some conferences at that time, inviting the best of the brains in their own field in US, because you can understand 1956 means it is just 10 years after the World War II. And the US was sprang up as a superpower. To maintain the status of the superpower, it was inviting the people from the different parts of the world, and they were encouraging their ideas, and they were doing the investments in that particular field. So when John McCarthy came up with an idea of artificial intelligence, so in the Dartmouth conference, which was held in 1956 under the MIT, and people liked it, and they, especially the US defense, started investing in this. Okay, and now you may ask me a question over here. You should ask me a question. Why we are learning a technology which is like they talked about like around 70 years back? Now, we are not using a computer which is 70 years back. We are not using a car which is used in the 70 years back. Our lifestyle, we are not putting the dresses which are 70 years back. Why this? Because this is a data-oriented technology where it requires data. And at that time, there was no data, because of which they were not able to mature this technology in all the possible ways. So over the time, it's not that they talked about this one and they slept, and now all of a sudden, like in 2020, they got up and they talking about. No. Over the time, it was constantly evolving. Slowly, even though there was a less data, with that less data also over the time, they were evolved over the time, and over this 70 years, now it is completely mature, and this is no doubt, it is the futuristic technology. Okay, now this is about the AI. Now, as of now, this AI is, as I was saying, it is a concept. Okay, now I will tell you. This AI is broadly divided into 3 types. Now, you know what is a learning. Usually, we will hear this one, learning and all those things. Again, one more thing. This supervised learning is nothing but your machine learning. And unsupervised learning is your deep learning. Okay. Again, the reinforcement learning is, there are some Markov principles are there, like Q learning algorithms are there, but they are not so mature. They are still under the research phase. That's why I'm not putting anything over here. So now, so artificial intelligence is classified into 3 types. 3 types. Sorry, classified into 3 types. One is called as ANI. Next one is AGI. Third one is ASI. What is ANI stands for is artificial narrow intelligence. Next one is artificial general intelligence. And this one is artificial super intelligence. Okay, these are the 3, you can take it as types of AI, what is being, talked about. Okay. One is narrow intelligence is, you can take it as this is completely data oriented, human dependent. I can say it as human dependent, data oriented and human dependent. Now you may say that like whatever is there as of now, whatever the AI models are there, your ChatGPT, your Gemini, and your whatever is there, all of them comes under this narrow intelligence. This is like, now if you just imagine, you must have seen the small kids who are like 1 year or 2 years old. Okay, what they will do it is they will start walking. When especially 1 year kids, they will start walking, they will get up and they will fall down, they will get up and they will fall down. We are at that phase. Now just imagine, we are at this phase, and this phase we are doing such a like chat GPTs and Geminis. Just imagine when we go to the extreme level. Now you can say it as, now we are not even reached like 5 to 6% of the actual potential of AI. We are in a basic level. Now, again, some people are talking about AI bubble, it will break. See, this is not a kind of an instant technology which sprang up. Over 70 years, it's been evolving. And, this is a revolution. Okay, now, for example, if I ask, now, and another revolution I can give an example is the electricity and the bulb. Now, just imagine, without electricity, your life. We can't even imagine. Now, when the electricity was invented and the bulb was connected and we were seeing using the light, our night became bright. And that time, if someone says that this is an electric bubble which will break very soon, it will not be existing, then what will be there? You will have a smile on your face. The same thing is like this. This is a revolution. You can't stop it. Yeah, you can slow down because of some financial crisis or because of that, but you can't stop it. No doubt you can't stop it. This you have to accept the fact. We can't stop it. Okay. Now we are in this stage. Now, when I was saying continuously reinforcement learning is where the model will start learning on its own using its own experience. Okay, its own experience, it will start learning on its own. That comes under the category of artificial general intelligence. Now, again, till now, nothing comes under this category. Every company, all this OpenAI, Google, and whatever, Anthropics, and all these companies are spending lot of funding to enter into the artificial general intelligence. Now, what is this? Why so much? This is like human itself. A robot or an intelligence, you are giving exactly how a human will react. That's the way it will be done. It's a general intelligence. No data is required and no human dependency. Okay, and it's a replica of humans. What I mean by that is it's an exact replica. Like how we have the feelings, it will have the feelings. It will analyze what is good and what is wrong. And it will analyze what is my people and who is the enemy. And how to do the investment, how to grow. All these things, it will have the knowledge. So literally, it is like a human. Okay. Now, in Japanese, people are very advanced in this case. They are moving very, very close to the generative AI. But as of now, our resources, like whatever our internet speed, that is not enough we have to have a next generation, the technology, like whatever the libraries or whatever the things are there, we are not having as of now. Our systems are not so sophisticated to handle such kind of. Yeah, it may take a decade time or a 10 years time to enter into this. We were initially, they planned it like by 2050, we will be there in our in AGI, but because of this transformers and the way they are working with the fast phase development, what is going on, they say that in next decade or maybe 15 years, you will be there in the generative, like general intelligence. Okay, that is what it is. Now, next one is artificial super intelligence. Now, this is like a super intelligent AI system. Now, what do you mean by this is, just a minute. Okay, what is this is? This is a far, far advanced system. It is so advanced that, it doesn't require humans. It doesn't require humans. Now only the humanoids, they feel that humans are underrated kind of stuff. Now, this case, what will happen is, all human has to do it is create one super intelligent system. That's it. Finish. That's it. There is no requirement of the human anywhere. And don't be surprised that these super intelligent systems can eradicate the human race also. Don't be surprised. Okay. But we will develop them with the strict rules. Even now we are developing with the strict rules that they should not attack the humans. But I'm saying it. See, one super intelligent, if you develop it, then it is having so much of power that it can regenerate its own army within no time. Okay? Within no time, it will generate its own army. And it doesn't require humans anymore. And not only that, it is like, it is developed with the nanoparticles. Now, there are papers which speaks about these things. Now, I'm not talking hypothetically. This is like, they are saying that how a supercomputer should be there. They should be prepared with the, or they are developed with the nanoparticles, very, very small particles, when they combine with a very strong strength, and so that they can transform themselves from one form to the another form. Okay, one form to the another form. Just imagine how it will be like. Okay, that is what is called as supercomputers. Okay, super intelligence. Now, again, now I don't think so. It may say that, it will take a century to at least 7 decades to a century to reach this phase. That means your offsprings may be the ones who may, may see this until unless, but most of this generation people may not see that phase until unless some really drastic changes happens and 50 years early that comes into the picture, then we can see that phase. But that is what it is like. Okay, this is about the AI. Okay, guys, just give me a second. Okay, I will be back in a second. Just give me a Yeah, guys. Okay. Now, now you are having a complete understanding of AI. Now, if you take it, the AI is over here like this. This is your artificial intelligence. Okay. This is your artificial intelligence. Now, this artificial intelligence is implemented with machine learning. Okay. And you can say it as deep learning. And you will be doing with the generative AI. And you will be doing with the agentic AI. Okay. Let's take it over here. Yeah. Like this. Okay. So see, actual coding, whatever the coding we are going to do it, we are going to do it in these cases. Either in machine learning. Machine learning was the initial phase where we started implementing, 1 second, guys. Yeah. So here it is agentic AI. Okay. Like this. These are the different approach through which we can implement our artificial intelligence. Okay, different ways of implementing your artificial intelligence. Okay, yeah. I will hold the session for now. You can come up with your queries so that I can answer it. I got some messages over here. Guys, if you are, again, I'm the people who are new after, like this is my contact number. If you want to speak to me, you can call me over here. And if you want, tomorrow we will be having a session. Again, this will be a continuation. It is not that we are going to repeat the same thing. From here, we will take it forward and we will talk about the machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI. And these are the contact details. I mentioned it over here. You can coordinate with them. And there were some queries were triggered over here. If we prefer Python, then how can we do AI model, the integration in Java enterprise applications? See, Java enterprise applications, even though it is like you can integrate them, you will create the intelligence, you will create a model, and that model you will put it in the Java application. It's not that we are going to integrate the one application with the another application. We are going to create a model of like a model that is a AI based model with a Python, and then you will give that model in your Java application. Okay, it's not that we are going to integrate the coding wise. No, we are not going to integrate the coding wise. You will create the model and you will put that model in the Java application. Okay, the Java application will be powered with that. Okay, how the course for the Java domain. See, Java, here I'm not going to teach you the Java, nor I'm going to use the Java. Naveen Kumar asked me this question. The thing is, here, because we are coming from the Java, so it will be easy for you to understand the Python. Python is very, very easy for you to go. It's like a cakewalk for you. Okay. Then where do the fast APIs come into the picture in? This is while integrating the different applications there where the fast APIs will be using it. The API, it's a type of API which is preferred to use with the AI-based applications. Now, there are so many things will be there where we will be integrating. There we will be using the fast APIs over here. Okay. And any more questions you have it, guys? Please let me know, and I can answer your questions.
Hey Arjun, I asked one more question.
What is
About
that question? Sorry.
The vector DBs.
Yeah.
Are we going to cover any vector databases?
Yeah, obviously the RAG is implemented without vector databases. RAG is not, we cannot implement it.
Okay.
The
Maybe I missed.
vector database is a part of the RAG because we are going to store all the knowledge base in the form of vectors in the vector database, and using the RAG approach, we are going to get the relevant vectors and we will give it as a part of the prompt.
So are we going to be doing some cloud work here, like and using any cloud we will be learning, or
No,
like?
we are not going to use any of the cloud because we are going with a very tight schedule. Yes, a lot of people asked me like give me an idea about the cloud integration. That also I will call you. Maybe I will take a special session for you people, and I will call you and I will integrate with the multiple clouds like AWS or Azure or GCP. I will integrate and I will show you. Okay. Any more questions, please? Okay. I'm taking it as no. So I will stop it over here. Tomorrow we will start with the same time. Tomorrow's session will be a bit. Today's session is like 2 hours. I took it. Tomorrow's session will be a bit lengthy, 3 hours or 3+ hours. It will be where we are going to cover the complete what is AI, what is ML, what is DL, what is generative AI, what is the like there are some terms are there, fine tuning, few short learnings and RAG applications, and what is the autonomous agents, how come they are different. And also I will show you the code, how you can write the code and how you will integrate your LLMs with your normal applications. Okay, that's what we will be doing it tomorrow. Okay, guys. So I'm stopping it over here. Thank you very much for your time. So let's meet tomorrow at same time, 9:30, and we are going to continue with our session. Okay. Thank you, guys.